The RCG World Rally Championship. 10 drivers in 3 manufacturers fighting it out in 13 rounds on all kinds of terrains, from sunshine to stormy rain, from the tough gravel of Greece to the icy conditions in Monte Carlo. But here is a short look into the calendar for yourself. The point system was designed so that drivers have to earn every single point. The winner gets 10 points, the second place driver 8, third place 6, fourth place 4, fifth place gets 2 points, and sixth gets at least 1 single point. One extra chance for points will be the power stage. On the final stage of a rally, drivers in the top 3 can earn up to 3 points for their championship hopes. Best advice to push as hard as you can on these stages. And here are the 10 contenders competing in the first round of the championship. M Sport were the first team to complete their lineup. JM69 will drive the number 16 Red Bull livered car. The paddock believes that he will be the hot favorite for the title. Joining him is Rageman32 in the number 44 car, and another potential title candidate, Racing Bomber, in the number 3 car. Joining the series in a privateer car will be RT Apex, though he will miss the first round in Greece. Driving the Hyundai i20 Coupes will be Vic Mill, another potential threat for the title in the number 8 car, Battle Agent 21 in the number 11 car, and in their junior team, Fozzie Bear piloting the number 2 car. The Japanese outfit Toyota have signed rookie Jason for the number 33 car, whilst IGL Spike and Schnixel will join him in the number 69 car and in the number 18 car. Both Spike and Schnixel try to challenge the front runners. And be careful, because there will be some new guys coming in the next rounds of the championship, so be alert of names you will be recognizing from F1 League Racing. Round 1 of the championship takes the crews to the Acropolis, where the drivers have to conquer some of the toughest stages of the championship. The crews have to tackle 8 stages, including one long epic stage as the power stage. The rally kicks off with the first stage, a short shakedown stage, just 1.23 kilometers long, and a good chance for the crews to get a feel for the car. First on the road is the Toyota of Jason. He had a cautious start to the rally. His lack of experience in rallying shows, as he was 9.6 seconds off the leader already, setting the 7th fastest time. Next on the road is Spike. He had a much better run, being 6 seconds faster than Jason and setting the 3rd fastest time. Schnixel was the next car off the line. He also had a cautious start, setting the 4th fastest time.
Cut into right left 6, don't cut, into right 5, small cut. And left 4, widens, bail out, into left 2, keep right.
The Hyundai of Vic Mill is next. He already was faster than the Toyotas, but it was still not enough for the fastest time. His teammate Battle Angel had a shocking start. Suffering from rustiness, he made multiple mistakes during the short stage and was losing around 15 seconds overall. Jam, however, had a great start to the rally. Showing his experience with the car already, he set the fastest stage time and he's the first leader of the new RCG WRC season.
Left 3, narrows 50. Right 4, small cut, into right left 6, don't cut, into right 5, small cut. And left 4, widens, bail out, into left 2, keep right. Seems a bit optimistic.
So confirmation of the first leaderboard of the season, JM69 takes the lead ahead of Vic Mill and Spike. Schnixel is not far behind his teammate in 4th, followed by a cautious Racing Bomber in 5th. Running up the top 6 is Fozzie Bear in the Hyundai. Stage 2, Psata. A 6.96 km stage with some tight sections, plus the heavens opened, which could result in some tricky situations for the drivers. Jason once again struggled to get used to the specialties of rallying, but his efforts were rewarded with a 7th fastest stage time. Things got worse for Rachman. Many mistakes saw him losing over a minute of the rally leader, remaining in 8th place.
In rechts 4 nicht schneiden, in links 4 mittel 30. Rechts 2 kurz leicht schneiden, in links 3 Verengung. Und uneben links 4 in rechts 1.
Problems caught up to Spike as well. He lost 48 seconds on this stage after a number of issues, and he dropped to 6th overall. Stage 2 was a good one for Fozzie Bear. He had a clean run and finished the stage in 3rd, moving up to 3rd overall. Battle Angel meanwhile continued to struggle. His lack of experience caught up to him, and he lost over a minute on the stage. No big trouble for our rally leader JM. He had a great run, extending his lead to over 16 seconds over Vigmil. Let's go on board with him.
And left 3 short opens. Into left 4, don't cut. Into right 4, keep it left 3 short, 80. Left 4 tightens into right 5 short. And left 4 tightens and finish.
Ford teammate Racing Bomber couldn't match JM's pace, but still had a good run, moving up to 4th. Moving over now to stage number 3, a reverse one of stage 2. And same story as stage 2, the stage began in the rain and ended in sunshine. Title favorite JM has made his first mistake of the rally, overshooting a corner and earning a 5-second time penalty.
Not there. Into right 4, tightens.
Somehow he still set the fastest time, and he made up 23 seconds in comparison to his closest rival Vigmil.
4 into right 4, definitely don't cut. Into left 3, tightens short.
Vigmil was hindered by multiple mistakes. He managed to crash out on the same corner as JM, earning another 5-second time penalty. He also slid wide on a hairpin, hitting a stone and fell off the cliff again, earning another 5-second time penalty. He set the 3rd fastest stage time, but remained 2nd. Taking advantage of it all was Schnicksel. He survived all of this to move up to 3rd overall and to be only 7 seconds behind his Hyundai rival.
Keep in and right 3 medium. Into left 2 small cut.
Battle Angel finally had a decent run. Setting the 6th fastest time, he moved up to 7th overall, on his way to get used to the car and the rally. Bad luck for Racing Bomber. He lost nearly 50 seconds after a run full of mistakes, which saw the Ford driver dropping back to 6th. At the back, thanks to the recovery drive of Battle Angel, Jason and Rachman dropped back to 8th and 9th. Still struggling badly with the car and the rally, with Rachman already being 2 minutes behind the leader. Now moving on to stage number 4, the drivers have to tackle Amphisa, a 6.97 km stage with more tight sections through multiple types of gravel. High level of concentration required. For JM, things went smooth again. A trouble-free run saw him taking his 4th stage win in 4 stages. Nothing seems to stop that guy at the moment.
Left 3, narrows through gauge 50. Right 3, keeping 2.
Vigmil can't keep up with James' incredible pace. He has to settle for 2nd at the moment, but he would set some relatively consistent times during his run. Fozzie Bear is currently showing some good pace. Setting the 3rd fastest time, he would move closer to Schnicksel in the fight for 3rd.
Links 3 Verengung durch Tor 50, rechts 3 beibehalten. Links 4 beibehalten, rechts 4.
Schnicksel would have some very close moments, but he still lost nearly 4 seconds to Fozzie Bear, making the fight for 3rd very interesting.
And right 4 into left.
Spike once again had a trouble run during the stage. Without the camera on board, he lost 5th to Racing Bomber, being 10 seconds behind him overall. Rageman managed to beat his friend and rival Jason for the first time this rally. He beat him by about 3 seconds, remaining in last place, but his fight with Jason is far from over. With half of the rally done, here's a closer look into the results. JM is leading the rally with nearly a minute gap to Vigneal. His dominance is somewhat scary for his title rivals. Vigneal is second, while Schnixel is in third, being just 6 seconds ahead of Fozbear. Racing Bomber and Spike ran up the top 6. Stage 5 is an exact rerun of the 4th stage, but with some rain in the beginning of the stage, things might get tough for the drivers. For JM, this stage was a disaster. First, he slid too wide at the beginning of the stage, spinning around and losing a few seconds already. Then, later during the stage, he had a more severe incident, spinning again and this time losing around 10 seconds. This gave Vigneal his first ever stage win, after he survived the scenes from JM, getting only slightly closer to him in the process.
In Haarnadel rechts 30. Rechts 3 nicht schneiden, in links 5 kurz 100.
Things heated up in the fight for third. Fozbear set the time 5 seconds faster than Schnixel, with the gap shrinking to 7,000th of a second. This could well be a fight to remember.
Nicht schneiden, in rechts 4 30 und Ziel.
One notable performance came from IGL Spike. He seemed to struggle during this stage quite a lot, only stayed at the 8th fastest time, losing quite a lot of time in his fight against Racing Bomber. Jason, meanwhile, pulled away from Rageman to be a comfortable 8th.
Das ist eigentlich ein ziemlich nice Rally, actually.
Ja, die ist an sich echt cool.
Ich sag mal, ohne Corona hätten wir kein Kroatien und kein...
Moving on to stage number 6, Paleori. A short 4.9 km stage, which will require the highest amount of concentration yet in this rally, due to some very tight sections, and with the added bonus of being run in the dark, making it harder for the drivers. JM once again found his mojo, setting another faster stage time and building up a 1 minute gap to Vigneal. The 4th driver is seemingly unbeatable in this rally.
Right 2 narrows. Into left 3, very narrow. And right 2 into left 4 short.
Vigneal just can't keep up with the pace of the leading 4th driver, but he surely must be satisfied with 2nd place at the moment. Fozbear can't catch up to Vigneal, but he must be proud of his achievement so far, moving up to 3rd, being 6/10 ahead of the Toyota of Schnixel. Rageman once again had a solid stage. Setting the 7th fastest time, he remained last, but this stage should give him a confidence boost. Battle Angel had another shocking stage. Suffering from a string of mistakes and problems, he fell off from Spike and had to remain cautious with a consistent Jason giving his best in trying to overtake him. Racing Bomber had an anonymous rally so far, being a distant 5th, not fast enough for the top 4, but quick enough to pull away from Spike. Stage 7 was a reverse one of the last stage, still run in the dark, remaining a tough challenge for the crews. Bad luck for the Hyundai of Battle Angel. After having a tough rally so far, a huge misjudgment led to him crashing out on the stage, forcing him to withdraw from this stage. His car will be fixed for the power stage however, so we will see some on-track action for him soon. Unlike for Racing Bomber, the 4th driver too misjudged the tight sections, causing enough damage to retire from the stage and from the rally, as his roll cage was severely damaged. And, by the rules, any damage to the roll cage will lead to an immediate retirement. JM had another stage to forget. He immediately spun after the first competitive corner, costing him 5 seconds. Then he spun again, but only dropped about 2 seconds. Another misjudgment led to him only setting the second fastest time.
And right 3 into left 2.
Wigmir once again gained the upper hand of JM on this stage. Even though the overall gap to him is still quite large, he still secured another stage win as a huge morale boost.
Links 3 kurz, in rechts 4 und rechts 4 kurz 50.
In the fight for third, things are looking good for Fozzibär. Another third fastest time gave him a 2.2 second gap to Schnixel. Schnixel meanwhile has to hope that the power stage will work out well for him. But at least he still set some consistent stage times, so everything is wide open.
Left 3 short into right 4.
Thanks to the misfortune of Racing Bomber and Battle Angel, Rageman set the very first top 5 stage time for him, beating Spike and Jason on this stage. Another huge morale boost for him.
Halten rechts 4, in links 3 kurz 30. Achtung, scharf bremsen, in Haarnadel rechts, Ballen innen. Und ziehe.
Before we look at the power stage, here's a look at the overall standings so far. JM has a 1 minute and 3 second gap to his closest rival Wigmir and looks certain for victory in Acropolis. Fozzibär is third, just ahead of Schnixel. Spike takes 5th from Racing Bomber, with Jason moving up into the points in 6th. So there it is, the moment of truth, the power stage, where the top 3 drivers can earn extra points. And here, it will be the decider of who will finish on the podium for this rally.
2, 1, let's go. 30.
JM is first on the road, and at first it seemed like all went fine. But in the middle of the stage, he made 2 major misjudgments, giving him a total of 10 seconds worth of time penalties. At least, the rest of the stage went fine without problems.
And hairpin left. Oh. And hairpin left.
Los geht's.
Wigmir was next, and unfortunately for him, his stage went slightly worse. He made multiple mistakes, also earning over 10 seconds of time penalties. This may have hurt his confidence, as it was over 40 seconds slower than the leader, but he still earned 2 bonus points.
Okay, und weiter. In links 2, 1, los. 30,
Fozzibär was next on the road.
6 macht zu.
Things looked fine at the beginning, but then things began to unravel. He made some really costly mistakes, dropping about 50 to 20 seconds overall. He has to wait now for Schnixel.
Und Haarnadel links. Hey. Okay, und weiter. Und Haarnadel. Und ziehe.
And Schnixel took full advantage of it. Even though he had his share of problems, including a 5-second time penalty, he made up the missing time, beating Fozzibär's time by nearly 9 seconds and claiming the final podium spot and 1 extra point. A well-deserved podium.
Right 4 into left 5 medium, tightens 2, rock out. And right 5 short, don't cut, into left 5 short. Crest, keep middle, into left 4, into right 2, tightens, widens.
Spike hadn't cared for a run. Not crashing out badly, he finished the rally 5th overall. Enjoyment for Jason, however. he survived all the chaos to finish his first rally in 6th place, earning 1 point for his efforts. His only real competitor, Rageman, finished 7th, 36 seconds behind Jason. But the winner was JM69. Seemingly unstoppable, he had a good rally, taking the first rally win of the season and the first win of the power stage.
On left 3, short. And right 2, keep it to left 1, short. Into right 1, keep it to left 1, don't cut. And right 1, short, into right 1, short. Into left 2, narrows, into left 2. And right 1, 30. And finish.
So, confirmation of the results. JM has won the first rally of the year by a huge margin. Vic Mill comes home in 2nd, followed by a delighted Schnickso in 3rd. A disappointed Fossibear comes home in 4th, ahead of the Toyota of Spike. Jason rounds off the top 6. Outside of the points, Rageman finished in 7th, and Battle Angel completes the rally in a distant 8th. Racing Bomber being the only retirement. So here we have our first leaderboard of the season. JM leads the championship by 3 points. Vic Mill is currently 2nd and Schnickso 3rd. Largely the same as the rally results so far. But this will of course change in the future. And in the Manufacturers Championship, Hyundai takes an early lead, leading ahead of 4th by 1 single point, thanks to the solid result from Fossibear. Toyota is a slightly distant 3rd. Well, that's it from Acropolis. I hope you had a good time watching this highlight video, and we'll see you soon for the next rally in Spain. Until then, take care.